Hey guys, it's your boy Tony from Sykes Harley-Davidson, and today I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about the 48 Special. The 48 Special is of course based off the standard 48. However, there are a few key differences which give it just a little bit more sort of chopper styling than that classic bobber styling that you were seeing with the standard 48. Let's jump straight in. So, the 48 Special comes with 16-inch wheels front and rear, and you've got big chunky tyres on there, just like the 48. So you've got a 130 in the front and a 150 in the back. Having that 16-inch wheel size means you've got really nimble, agile steering, and on top of that, the big chunky 130 tyre gives you fantastic grip. You've got a really nice contrast as you work your way up the forks between the gloss black lowers and the polished finished tubes. Of course, one of the features that makes the 48 Special instantly recognisable from the standard 48 is the handlebars. These little Mini Ape handlebars give you a bit more of that sort of chopper feel. They're a perfect height. They're not too high, but they're just high enough to give you a little bit more of that chopper styling. I think they work really well with the lines of this bike. As we move back, you come to what is without a doubt one of the most iconic tanks of the Harley-Davidson lineup, the Peanut tank of the 48. I love the retro graphics on this tank. I think that the old school vibe goes really well with this bike. A lot of people grumble and moan about the fact that the 48 has such a small tank, but that's the style of the bike. And yeah, you know, by the time you get to about 80 miles, you're going to be wanting to look for a fuel station to fill up. But especially in the UK, if you've been riding for 80 miles, you've probably been riding for about an hour, hour and a half. And I don't know about you, but I like to take a rest after about an hour and a half of riding anyway. So it's not a massive hardship to have to fill up. You've just got to plan your rides a bit better. I don't think that any other style of tank would suit this bike better. Moving down, it brings us onto an absolutely gorgeous looking motor. So the 48 Special comes with the larger of the Sportster engines. This is the 1200. You've got a really nice contrast here between the wrinkle black finish of the top rocker covers, the cylinders and the crankcases, and then the polished chrome of the cam cover, the sprocket cover, and that gloss black on the air cleaner. You've also got that flash of chrome on the stock pipes of the 48 Special. I really like the lines of the stock pipes on the 48 and the 48 Special because that flow just gives this bike the impression that it's moving even when it's not, and I think it just gives you a really nice open shot of that gorgeous V-twin engine. The 48 Special does of course come with forward controls as standard. A lot of people are a bit apprehensive about the forwards at first because especially if they're coming from something sportier, they're used to mids or even rear sets. However, what I would say is that the forward controls are a lot more comfortable than you're going to think, and you get used to them a lot more quickly than you'd think. It's quite difficult to get a feel for it if you're just sitting on a bike in a showroom, so the only way to really know how you're going to get on with forwards is to take the bike out for a spin. Most people are surprised by how quickly they get used to the forward controls and how comfortable they find them afterward. Of course, you can't talk about the comfort of the controls without talking about the seat. One of the things that makes the standard 48 so popular is the nice low seat height, and again the 48 Special has that same nice low seat height. Having a low seat not only gives you that classic chopper style, but it also makes this bike very accessible and easy to ride for younger people, shorter riders, female riders, or even more experienced riders who are just looking for something really easy. One of the most common things that we get told by people who've just learned to ride is that they didn't feel comfortable on the sport bike that they learnt on because they were too high up and they were on tiptoes and they didn't feel secure when they were stopped. So if I hop on the bike to show you what the riding position's like, I'm 5'10", and as you can see, this is a nice low seating position for me. My feet are firmly on the ground. I've got no problems reaching the ground here, and equally I've got no problems with reaching the controls. Something that I've got to say about these Mini Ape handlebars is that a lot of people see the Mini Ape handlebars and they think, oh god no, they're going to be really high. But as you can see here, my hands are still well below my shoulders. This is a really comfortable riding position, and especially if you're a shorter rider, I definitely consider the Mini Apes. It sounds counterintuitive, but if you've got Mini Ape handlebars, it actually brings you a bit more upright. So if you've got shorter arms, think about it. Taller bars make you sit more upright and comfortable, whereas shorter bars would actually bring you down and make you lean forwards. Moving back, you can see that the 48 Special also features that really nice, clean looking blacked out back end. You've got a gloss black fender struts, and of course these blacked out turn signals. What's great about these turn signals is that these are Harley's integrated LED turn signals. So what that means is they feature not just your turn signals, but also your brake light and your tail light all in one, and it gives you a really clean look to that fender. The benefit of this is, of course, if you decide to ditch this plastic license plate holder, then you can put a really nice side mount plate on there, and you can really show off that rear tyre and give the whole bike a nice clean aesthetic. Alright, let's spin her around so you can see the other side. left hand side of the bike, starting from the very front, as you can see, you've got the disc and that blacked out caliper on the front wheel. Moving back, you've got this absolutely gorgeous chrome primary cover, and that goes really nicely with those lower rocker covers just to set that side of the engine off a little bit. And then of course you've got that wrinkle black engine, and the simplicity of the left hand side of a Sportster engine is just incredible. That minimalism just really shows off the V-twin, and I love the look of it. Alright guys, that's our video. I hope you enjoyed hearing what I had to say about the 2020 48 Special. If you enjoyed the video, then please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all of that good stuff. And if you're interested in a 48 Special, then remember that Sykes Harley-Davidson delivers nationwide. I'll drop an email address and a phone number in the description below. If you have any questions, then a member of our sales team will be more than happy to help you out. And don't forget to mention my name so it looks like I've been doing some work and I get to keep making videos. Until the next time, ride safe, and yeah, that's it. Okay, I should have ended already. I should have ended on that bit, before this bit. Yeah. Bye. The only man I could ever love, was the son of a preacher man. Damn kids, we're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. But why?